Hello friends, welcome back to the channel.
I've been talking to Santa and he's...
If you're new here, hi, I'm Jasmine and we love to talk about books over here. And guys, I'm sorry. Y'all, time has been flying and I did not realize how long it had been since I had posted. And for that, I am so sorry. But y'all, we're getting back into it. First of all, where the heck has the year gone? How are we already like at the end of November? I'm a little baffled by that. Like, where did the year go? I swear it was literally just summer and like I was at the beach. Like, it feels like this year has just flown by and that is insane. But obviously the holiday times are coming. Y'all know I love the holidays. I love the weather. I love everything about the holidays. I am a little behind because your girl's not even put up a Christmas tree. I haven't put up not one. The only Christmas thing that I have going on is I have a Christmas wallflower plug into my wall. That's it. Y'all, I gotta put up my tree, I gotta put up my wreath. I do keep Christmas lights year round, so like that's not really, you know, but I do be putting on my TV like my little fireplace ambiance on YouTube, like the Christmas setting. So yeah, we're slowly getting there. Like, I'm already in the mood, but my place is not really showing that I'm in the mood. But it's so good to be home. As you guys know, I've been doing a lot of traveling for work lately and I am just so happy to be able to sit and relax and just be in my space before the new year comes and travel picks back up. But if you saw by that title, today we are going to be talking about the books I want to read in December, or like my holiday TBR, because y'all know your girl gotta read some Christmas themed books around this time of year. I will say I have already started. I've read 3 little novellas from the Amazon originals thing. So I read the one by Ali Hazelwood, which y'all absolutely loved. I loved it. Like, seriously, I gave it 5 stars. Like, Ali Hazelwood, I don't know how she did her magic in just that little novella, but she did it. And then I also read the one by Tessa Bailey and I gave that one 3 stars. That one was okay. I feel like it was just short, unfortunately, and I feel like with Tessa Bailey's writing, I've been needing the whole plot line. And yeah, so it was, you know, it felt like just a little snippet out of her like normal books, whereas like it didn't feel like a story in itself, if that makes sense. But I still enjoyed it, still gave off the holiday vibes. And then I read one last night by Holid Dates, I think is what it was called, and check my Goodreads. It wasn't my favorite, that's what I'll say. But so we're gonna leave that there. But I did choose some actual holiday novels to read and I am so excited. I have some new releases and I'm pretty sure I'll be trying to read more. I am trying to get into audiobooks more, so I've been like trying to listen to them on Spotify, like when I'm working and stuff, just to like, you know, help get into the little holiday spirit. And of course I've been watching my holiday rom-coms. I did subscribe to Hallmark Plus just so I could watch Christmas movies this time of year. Come January 1st I will be unsubscribing because I ain't gonna be watching no other time, literally just Christmas time. But yeah, so I'm gonna stop yapping, even though I've said that already, but I'm gonna stop yapping and we're gonna get into the books I want to read, or the holiday books I want to read in December. And obviously it wouldn't be a holiday video if I did not have my Starbies. Y'all already know. Y'all already know when it comes to these Christmas flavors. And then also, y'all, they got the holiday like refresher. Y'all, this is so good. If you love like the cranberry juices, like I already love cranberry juice in general, but like the cran lemonade, the cran mango, y'all, I devour that stuff. I love those. I try not to keep them in the house as much just because I will go insane. But if you love those, you will absolutely love this one. It's the cranberry lemonade And I think they have one without lemonade, but literally it just reminds me of just those cranberry juices. And yeah, so I got this one while it's hot, and then I got this one for later. But y'all, literally Starbucks did a big one with the holiday drinks as always. I am currently drinking the caramel brulee latte. I go between that one and the chestnut praline, but lately, the past few days, I've really been on the caramel brulee. But when the holiday drinks first came out, I was like chestnut praline all the way. So okay, now getting to the book. So I chose 8 Christmas novels that I really wanted to get into, and I have different reasons for them. I think 1 or 2 of them I really did want to get to last year, and unfortunately I just didn't get to it. And so I have been like patiently waiting, because I've been wanting to save it for the Christmas time, since, like, you know, that's the theme of the book. So yeah, some of these you've probably seen on my Instagram, because I posted them last year and I really wanted to read them, and so that still stands where I really want to read them this year. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I won't be reading all Christmas books for the month of December. I do have a few books that I am really wanting to get to before the end of the year. I have a few series that I want to wrap up, and I'll do a whole nother video of that, of like books I want to finish before the end of the year. But yeah, so the first one is Snowed In by Catherine Walsh, and I actually read oh gosh, what is the name of it? I don't know if she has it on here. Was it Holiday Romance? I think it was Holiday Romance, but I read one by her last year, and it was the one that said I think I did a video on it, but it was one that said she's supposed to be catching flights, not feelings. And y'all, I ate that book up. I loved it so much, and so I had wanted to dive into this one but didn't get the chance. And if I remember correctly, I think it focuses on the brother that we meet in the first book, and I believe that one is called Holiday Romance. I'm like pretty confident. But yeah, it's actually it's not set in America. It's set in, if I remember, Dublin. Yeah, it's set in Dublin. And yeah, it was just like the perfect little Christmas vibes, and I love the romance in it. I love the banter, and so I was like, well, let me try her other books. And so Snowed In was the next one on my list, and it says Old Friends, Fake Flames, New Feelings. So I am super excited. If I remember correctly, Christian, I think he has a family. If I remember correctly, it says Megan is dreading going home for the holidays. She's the village pariah, the she-devil who left local golden boy Isaac at the altar 4 years ago and ran away to the big city. And you have Christian's fed up of being on his own every Christmas. He doesn't mind being alone, but he hates his family. Sad eyes and soft tones as they sit around coupled up, because he's actually totally fine. So when Megan literally bumps into Christian in a Dublin pub, they come up with a pact to see them through the holiday season. They're going to be the very best fake dates for each other ever. So yeah, y'all know I love a little fake dating romance. One of my favorite holiday books last year was Baggage Claim, and y'all, I ate that book up. What's it called? Baggage Claim? Yeah, it was called Baggage Claim, I remember. But it was a fake dating, and y'all, chef's kiss. I loved it so much, so I am super excited to dive into this one. And then the other one that I wanted to dive into last year but didn't get a chance to is the Xmas Holidays by Zoe Allison. And so I had really I was so excited to get to this one last year, but unfortunately I was trying to finish series 2, and so I ended up finishing series, but I didn't get to this one. But it says it's hard to escape your ex when you're working together over Christmas in the Scottish Highlands, but being stuck together might be the best possible present in this sparkling new contemporary romance. And so I feel like there's some skiing in there, y'all. What I've learned is that books set in like another country during the Christmas time, it just makes me want to go experience Christmas in other countries. Like, I don't know, I just feel like their vibes are top tier, like something about it. Maybe it's just the books, maybe I'm just delusional, but you know, it's fine. And one day we will be spending a Christmas out of the country, because I am so for these other Christmas vibes, like just the snow, like fluffy snow too, because in Nashville, you know, if we get snow, we getting ice. We're not getting like fluffy snow that you could just like, when you fall back, it's like puffy. No, if you fall back, you're falling on ice. That's what you're gonna get in Nashville. So you know, where can I get the fluffy snow? Does Denver have the fluffy snow? Because maybe I can go to Denver and then we can plan for, you know, let me know if you live in Denver. Let me know what y'all snow is looking like. Is it fluffy or is it straight up ice? But anyways, yes, so that's the other book that I wanted to get to last year that I didn't get to. Love Light Form. So I actually did buy this last year, but I knew I wasn't going to get to it. And so I actually read Business Casual earlier this year. I know I went completely backwards. I read the last one in the series, but we're gonna run it back, and we're gonna go with the first one in the series, perfect for Christmas time. And y'all, absolutely loved Business Casual. I think I gave it 4 or 4.5 stars, and I just loved the town. I loved the characters, and honestly, I don't feel like it was a spoiler because I really don't remember like what couple coupled up, you know. So it's like I feel like I'll be kind of going into it, well, I'll definitely be going into it blind unless I see, you know, the main 2 characters from the very first book. Y'all, there's a lot of words trying to come out right now. But yes, one thing I always wanted to know, one of my friends also pointed this out, was what was the point of the car freshener here. So we'll see if that, you know, if we get that answered, because that is something that I have always wondered. What is the point of the car freshener? Is it because it's just like the Christmas tree, or is there like, you know, a meaning behind it? But it just says 2 best friends fake date to reach their holiday happily ever after in this first romantic comedy in the Love Light series. Y'all, romantic comedy, fake dating, Christmas theme. Sold. I am sold. Next one is Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. This one actually just got republished, and I have been eyeing it for like literally ever since I got back into reading, when it was just the indie cover. But when I saw that she got it republished, I was like, perfect, this is my perfect time to grab it. It seems like a super short read. It's only 200, looks like no more than 240 pages. And so Tessa Bailey, like, if you have not read her writing goes really fast. And like I said, even when I read the novella, like, I enjoyed it. It just wasn't long enough. Like, I feel like I didn't get as much as I normally would get out of Tessa Bailey with that one. So I am excited to dive into like one of her actual like full fleshed out books again, because the last one I read by her, I think, was the Bellinger Sisters. I think that was the last book I read by Tessa Bailey, I think. And so I've kind of missed her writing. It's very witty, it's very, you know, cheesy kind of writing, but it's like literally so cute, and you just literally are giggling and kicking your feet. And so yes, I am so excited. It says 2 weeks before Christmas, and all through Manhattan, shop windows are decorated in red and green satin. Stella is standing alone outside a famous department store when a charming man asks her opinion on the decor. In a tragedy in tinsel, she says, unable to lie. Then he asked for better ideas with a twinkle in his eye. She didn't know he owned the place when he put her on the spot, and now she's working for that man, trying to ignore that he's hot. Okay, Tessa, I see the rhyme that you got on going there. But it says, but as a down on her luck girl with a difficult past, Stella knows how to make a good opportunity last. So she gives it her all, working without stopping, trying to resist temptation because she's just a window shopping. Bars, okay, bars, straight up bars. But so I can't wait. Next one, I'm actually reading the second book in this series right now, and so I tried to make sure that I'm done with it by the end of November, which I'm planning to finish it today, so I can literally be on time to read this one read this one book in December. But it is The Christmas Tree Farm by Lori Gilmore. Y'all, I don't know if I did a wrap-up. I've been slacking on wrap-ups lately, but I read The Pumpkin Spice Cafe back in September, and then I didn't read anything from her in October, but the Cinnabon bookstore. So I'm reading that one right now. I'm like 60% in, and so this one actually just released maybe like a month ago, I think. And so I just knew already that I was going to be reading it during the Christmas holiday. It was no doubt in my mind. So I was like, well, I need to make sure I finish the Cinnabon bookstore before, because y'all, December 1st, this may be the first one I crack open. But if you have not like heard of this series, there's this town. It's they're called Dreamers, but the town is called Dream Harbor. And so each one is just like it gives the vibes of whatever like season they're in. So the Pumpkin Spice Cafe literally gave straight up fall vibes. Like it was your normal cheesy romance, but like the vibes were there. Like it's literally a book that I feel like you go into for the vibes, and whatever story you get out of it, as long as like, you know, it's not nothing too much, you're gonna eat it up. And so this one says, Kira North hates Christmas, which is unfortunate since she just bought a Christmas tree farm in a town that's too cute for its own good. Bennett Ellis is on vacation in Dream Harbor, trying to break from both his life and his constant desire to always fix things. But somehow fate finds Ben trapped by a blanket of snow at Kira's farm, and despite her grinchiest first impressions, with the glow of the fairy lights twinkling in the trees and the promise of a warming hot chocolate, maybe, just maybe, these two souls will have a Christmas they'll remember forever. And I will say it's so nice because in the Cinnabon bookstore one I'm reading right now, we actually did just meet Kira, so we get to see that process of her buying the Christmas tree form and like how it's being how the town is reacting to it. So yeah, I cannot wait. Literally, I'm loving this town, and since I'm so close to finishing this Cinnabon bookstore, I'm just like, it'll be perfect to just start this one off for December because I'm already in the town, and you know, why stop a good thing that's already going? This one I have is How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn. And last Christmas I read a novella by her. I honestly forgot the name of it. If I remember, honestly, I'm not gonna remember, y'all, but it was a little Christmas novella and it was super cute. If I remember correctly, it was like a fake marriage one, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I saw she came out with this one, and so this one recently was just released, and I have been wanting to get into Megan Quinn so bad, and I don't know why I keep putting it off, but I'm like, you know what, we are doing it this year, no exceptions, you're doing it. And so I was like, you know, let me start with a new release that just came out. It's perfect for Christmas time. And then I also do want to dive into her Meet Cute series, I think is what it's called, but I have those. I think they were showing like a book haul I did this at some point this year, and I really want to dive into that one. So I'm like, let me read this one, and then hopefully next year I can dive into that series if I enjoy this one, because I hear so many good things about her writing, and I'm tired of being left out. I'm tired of being not in the know, and I want to be in the know. But it says, every Kringle in Kringleton celebrated Christmas a lot, but Coal Black on Whistler Lane unfortunately did not. Okay, I like these little rhymes they put on these Christmas books. But it says, as his fellow citizens decorate their quaint town, brimming with carols and glad tidings, Cole wants nothing more than hibernate the winter away, but his jury plans are thwarted when his Christmas nemesis, Story Taylor, moves in next door to care for her Aunt Cindy. Immediately, the new neighbor turns his life into a real nightmare before Christmas, especially when she decides to enter the town Christmas Kringle contest in honor of Cindy. And better yet, Story is determined to win. Over Cole's dead body she will. With help from his friend Max, Cole decides to enter the competition as well to beat Story at her own game by pretending that this hometown's grump heart has grown 3 sizes this season and he's fallen for the girl next door. And unfortunately for Story, she has to follow his lead to have a chance at the Christmas Kringle title. But the competition isn't the only thing that heats up. Cole and Story's fake relationship becomes very real, and before they know it, they're attempting to hide it from Aunt Cindy. Things get complicated, the competition gets tough, and all it takes is one single night for someone to steal it all. Y'all, what I'm hearing is that the best way to find your happily ever after is to fake date. Did anybody else get that? That is what, from all these books that I have talked about, that is what I'm getting from this. That is the way to find your happily ever after, is to fake date someone. Am I just delusional, or, you know, I'm just a girl, okay? I'm just a girl with dreams, you know, call me a dreamer. But okay, another fake dating, y'all. Literally, I'm here for it. So it looks like we have the grump kind of like sunshine trope going on. And so yeah, I love a little Christmas contest. I will say it kind of reminds me of The Christmas Fix by Lucy Score. I read that one last year and absolutely enjoyed it. You had like this, not like necessarily competition, but it was like the whole town was involved in this like thing to get the city back like ready for Christmas time. I don't know, something about this one reminds me of that one. I don't know what it is, but let me know if you've read the Christmas Fix and if you've read this one, and let me know, am I like completely off, or does it kind of give like the same vibes? But the next book I have is The Holid Dates by Brittany Cherry. I bought this one last year because I knew I wanted to get to it this year, and I have heard nothing but good things about Brittany Cherry's writing. And it's holiday romantic comedy, because obviously that's all we're reading. But it says, all she wanted for Christmas was a boyfriend for the holidays. All he wanted was for her to take her crappy first dates elsewhere. Quirky Holly Jackson was unlucky in love, yet her romantic heart refused to give up her search for companionship, even after her fiance left her at the altar on Christmas Eve. Grumpy restaurant owner Kai Kane wanted nothing to do with love. Unfortunately for him, when an eccentric Holly kept entering his restaurant nightly with a different first date, his annoyance grew. When Kai volunteered to help Holly find a suitor, it was for one reason only: to get her out of his restaurant and on a second date with someone at a different location. It was all going great until Kai became increasingly jealous of the connection Holly developed with another man. The more Holly fell for Kai's pick for her, the more overprotective he became. Kai quickly realized that all wasn't fair when it came to love and the holidays. He was going to have to step up his game if he wanted a shot at the ultimate prize, being Holly's favorite date. Okay, y'all, that sounds good. Not fake dating, but we got a little jealousy going on, y'all. We love that. We love it in the books. And it looks like it's only 267 pages, so hopefully, you know, and the font is not super small either, so I feel like it's gonna go quick. But I am so excited to dive into Brittany Cherry's writing. And after this one, I'm hoping oh gosh, why did I just forget the title of that book? But it's like one of her really popular books that I have that I really want to get into. So hopefully this one goes good, and then I can dive into the next one. But last but finally not least, because I'm pretty sure I'll be reading a lot of books on my Kindle. I'm pretty sure I'll be reading books or listening to books on Spotify, as I said. So I'm pretty sure you'll see more Christmas themed books if you follow me on Goodreads. If not, you should definitely add me on Goodreads, because I want to see what you're reading, and you should definitely see what I'm reading, because let's talk about it, y'all. I be nosy trying to see what everybody be reading and getting ideas of what I should read. But one of my goals this year, I know we're at the end of the year, but you know, one of my goals, especially for next year, is to actually read my book of the month books. I think I've said that so many times this year, and I have gotten a little bit better, but my goal is to truly at least read one book of the month book every month, because essentially that way I will not be adding to my TBR. It will just kind of stay the same, because obviously you get a new book every month. But yeah, I have way too many, and way too many that I have not read. So that has been a goal, is to actually read the books that I'm paying for the subscription for. So yeah, without further ado, the last book is A Winter in New York by Josie Silver, and I got this one last year around the Christmas times. I don't know what they're gonna release this year for Christmas, but we'll see. But yeah, I have been eyeing this one. Like I said, how I want to spend a Christmas out of the country. I would love to spend a Christmas in New York. I just feel like the holidays in New York is just perfection, and so, you know, why not read a book about it that gets me, you know, gives me some of the vibes. But it says, a young chef stumbles upon a secret family recipe that might lead her to the love and life she's been looking for. Okay. We have Iris decides to move to New York City to restart her life. She realizes she underestimated how big the Big Apple really is. All the nostalgic movies set in New York she watched with her mom while eating their special secret recipe gelato didn't quite do it justice. But Bobby, Iris's best friend, isn't about to let her hide away. He drags her to a famous autumn street fair in Little Italy, and as they walk among the food stalls, a little family-run gelateria catches her eye. Could it be the same shop that's in the old photo of her mother's? Okay. Has her mom lived in New York? Okay, so it says Iris offers her services to help recreate the flavor and soon finds herself falling for Gio and his family. But when Gio's uncle finally recovers, all the secrets Iris has been keeping threaten to ruin the new life and new love she's been building all winter long. Okay, so it looks like she ends up becoming really close with one of the family members from the family that owns the shop. So okay, I'm super excited. I just feel like it's gonna give, why do I feel like this is gonna give Hallmark vibes? Like, I know a lot of these are giving Hallmark vibes, but I feel like this one in particular is really gonna give Hallmark vibes for some reason. I don't know. And who doesn't love gelato? So yeah. Those are the books, or the holiday books, that I want to read for the Christmas season. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for tuning in. If you have not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment. Let me know what holiday book that you are excited to read, or what book you're excited just to read before the year ends. And yeah, I hope everyone is excited to spend time with family, or however you spend the holidays, whether it be by yourself relaxing, or whether it be with loved ones, significant others. I hope that you guys get to do everything that you want to do. And yeah, I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
I've been talking